Apparently having sex once a week makes your relationship happier. Now, some people will be stressed about that and some will be relieved. Where do you sit on this?
Relieved?
Well, some people might think, oh my God, I've got to have it once a week, and some will think, phew, thank goodness, only once a week.
I can hear lots of people saying, I'd be lucky if I could.
You know, it's such a nightmare, isn't it? I mean, when you think back to when we were young and we used to have sex, in the old days, when I said all I had to do was feed myself, you know, just lie around talking about stuff and get up when I wanted and have lots of sex, because there wasn't really anything else to do. But the problem is, as you get older, you know, my house is so busy. Dogs, guinea pigs, children, stepchildren.
It's nice they came after the dogs and the guinea pigs.
You know, I'm having to go to a hotel tonight.
Yeah.
Come on once a week.
Is it birthday sex?
Don't complicate things, Jane. You know, it's not easy when you get older and you're tired and you know, and just to have that space where you can be away from each other across the room and look at your partner and go, oh yeah, it's really, really hard. And this is yet another nightmare of where we are failing in our relationships. And I think people do a bit about how much sex they have.
I think they lie.
Do you talk to people about sex?
I talk about it all the time.
Do you? To your friends?
To my friends, I think...
Do you ask them, like, how many times a week they do it?
No, I don't want to know the details, but we talk about it because you're talking about... Because we worry... I mean, we all worry about it, don't we? How many times we shouldn't... And how can we... And we're so knackered, and if only you'd wipe down the sides and all that sort of stuff. But, what? Well, you know, because women will say, if only you did more around the house, then I would feel...
Well, I didn't know if you meant, like, after or... What are you talking about?
No, you know what I mean.
Is that why you're going to a hotel? You don't have to clean up.
I mean, I've got friends that never, ever have sex with their partners.
Is it funny? I've got friends who never have sex.
And, you know, we do have that discussion where they'll worry, and it works both ways, because I've got one friend whose husband never wants it, I've got one other friend, he never wants it. And you do have the discussion, well, like, if your partner really still does want it, then you could end up in trouble, and really, would you have a leg to stand on? Look at Jane's face.
I must admit, I would never, ever dream of asking my friends how many times they do it or is it healthy. I just wouldn't. No. However, it's funny, when I was growing up, my sister was 7 years older than me and my brother 7 years younger. And I thought that my parents only did it every 7 years. Maybe they did. But, you know, all you young girls sitting around, and you're probably looking at me and saying, oh, yeah, she's the oldie amongst us here. And I wondered, does she ever do it? You see this smile? That's your answer.
What, you don't have to anymore? I'm joking.
You gotta believe it.
But I remember at 20 thinking, oh, do people when they're 40 have sex? How disgusting. So I get that.
On a slightly serious note, though, I think that when you're young, all you're looking at, you know, is he good looking? Does he drive a nice car? Are we having lots of sex? I think as you get older, there are different priorities, and sometimes with an older couple, of course, you'll have illness and various things that crop up. Well, you hope. You know the real reason I said that. And you have to deal with those things in life, so it isn't obviously all about sex, but I think it's wrong for you young people to think that older people... Isn't that right? That older people never have sex? It's incorrect.
Right.
See? I know, see? They're all clapping.
I've never heard Jane so quiet.
Can we go back to talk about David Cameron? I hate talking about sex. I'd never talk about sex. I'm British and it's terribly vulgar.
Come on, we sometimes have a joke.
We have a joke, yes.
Well,
I just think studies like this is what makes everybody stress, because it's like, you know, and people do lie. Of course, people lie about who they vote for in elections. Yeah. And they vote about how many they get a week.
How many what?
Can I say... television, maybe not.
Anyway, she said testicles at the beginning.
I just think
when we started the show,
I just think when people do speak to a survey about their sex life, they embellish, and then of course it sets everybody else thinking, oh my God, I'm not having it once a week, I'm failing, or I'm having it more than once a week. Does that make me a sex maniac? Chill out. Chill out.
I think you know, who knows what goes on behind closed doors?
And you've been quite quiet, shirking everything. I'm going to ask you a very direct question.
Are you?
A survey of 5,000 couples found 67% of newlyweds did not have sex on the wedding night. How many times have you been married?
Twice. Okay. I can categorically reveal once I did and once I didn't.
We've had some great ones in about this actually, because I didn't.
What, have sex on your wedding night?
I couldn't get my
I
dress
can't
off.
remember.
It had gone all round the back, and I had to
And that's for
corset.
me to know and for you to find out.
Can I say, I had a friend of mine, you know, the end of the night, she looked beautiful, she looked amazing all day, and they, you know, they went back to the room after the wedding, and what he didn't notice was obviously she had all this lovely hair for the wedding. Of course, it wasn't real. So in the middle of it, all her hair kept coming out.
What am I married?
It ruined it, yeah, they couldn't carry on.
I've got. Oh, Vicky, bless you. Did you stay with him? Because she says I ended up undressing my husband because he had been sick all down his suit.
No.
He spent the whole night passed out in the toilet.